everybody. Welcome back to Small Town Big Mouse. This is Nikki, your resident bartender.
And this is Amber, your one and only.
And this is Misty, a.k.a. Dolce.
So we thought we would do a little funny episode about, I think this is Reddit I'm looking at. It's stuff about questions that people ask on dates, like first dates, and I thought it would be funny for us to all answer them. But this chick is like wild, okay? I guess this came from TikTok. So I guess it says it's a moral question. Okay. You're out at a bar, you meet your celebrity crush. And as you guys are totally talking and hitting it off, sparks are flying. After a while, they invite you back to your place. Yeah, I think I'm reading that wrong.
The celebrity?
You want to come back to your place? Yes. No, seriously.
In Hollywood Hills?
After a while, they invite you back to your place. As you go to leave, another one of your family members walks in and goes, "Oh, I see you met your long-lost cousin." No one will find out, and there's no chance of accidental pregnancy. Do you go through with it?
Yes.
Really? Well, first of all...
long lost. I mean, our fifth cousin? Who cares?
Okay, it doesn't say fifth cousin. It says long-lost cousin.
Okay, I guess I need to know where we are in the pool.
Okay. I think I'm there too. Yeah. Amber, need to know where you're at in the pool. Not a first cousin, maybe a fifth.
How drunk was I?
I mean, dude, are we talking Bradley Cooper?
You were Saturday night at Old Town drunk.
No.
Okay, wait, back it up. Because if this was Bradley Cooper, okay?
You would do it.
No, here's the thing.
She's seriously thinking about it.
I know, yeah. If you're like first through third cousin, I would be like, no, but I'd be like, oh my God, cool. Like, I get to hang out with him. I get to meet his friends. He's family. Right. I'm going to Christmases.
Right.
So I think I would switch gears and I'd be so excited about all of that.
Right.
Because the latter, right, is I'd go back with him and you said I could sleep with him and no chance of pregnancy.
No chance of
pregnancy. But then that could just be a one-nighter.
And no one will find out.
I think I'd rather have Bradley Cooper in my life forever than this one-nighter.
Like, oh my God, you're my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Yeah.
Even if you're fucking Bradley Cooper, and I would love to fuck you.
And while we're doing this, anyone who wants to answer these questions after we post this, I would love to hear your answers.
Yes!
Especially like Autumn. Anyway, question number 2. You go to visit a friend. They told you that you were having dinner at their place and you haven't eaten all day in anticipation. When you arrive, it smells amazing, but you notice something different about your friend. They're missing their arm. They tell you it's what you'll be eating. There's nothing you can do to save the arm. You see that a group of your friends and family is already gathered at the table to enjoy the meal, and they're all fine with eating it. Your friend is
no. I'm already like a fucking hard no. I'm not a what do they call it? Cannibal. I'm not a cannibal. Yeah.
Your friend had it amputated by a professional with anesthesia and everything. Do you eat it?
Wait, why is she asking dates this? That's nasty.
No, it's fucking crazy. There are some like replies to this. Question 2 is how you find out based off their answer where the nearest exit is. This one guy told her he actually had friends that are vegans and said they would eat it because no one suffered to produce it and the animal that provided the meat consented to it.
Oh my God.
I think another fun follow-up question to 2 would be, what if it was another body part? Are there certain body parts that you were more or less willing not to eat? No, exactly. It was all a hard no.
No.
I just read this and thought it was crazy. Okay,
I just can't believe. So these are her date questions?
Yes.
Let's see where your brain is at.
It's just,
okay.
There is a movie that I just watched on Netflix.
Why don't we take 10 questions when we go on dates? Because it could be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this going to be one of them?
I mean, if you're stuck and stranded and people are dying and you're like, well, fuck.
That would be a different... And I probably would starve to death because I don't think I could eat anyone else even if I was going to die.
I don't know. Now that's different. If there's like a war, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like nothing's available and it's just down to these like 10 people. And
there's a movie on Netflix that I just watched and it's a plane crash and these people survived, but they were eating.
Yes, they had to turn to cannibalism.
Ass.
Literally.
There was only like a certain group of them that were like cooking it or doing whatever they did with it, and other people just ate it because they didn't see what it actually was. But ew.
Yeah. No. See. Okay. Question 3. You're handed a book, and inside it is everywhere negative that Okay, I don't understand. You're handed a book and inside it is every negative thing anyone has ever said about you.
Oh.
It is attributed to the speaker, but with no other context, not even the time or date. Do you read it all or do you destroy it?
Destroy it. Fuck everybody and what they think.
Okay.
I would read it.
I'd read it.
Why?
Because I think like the way others perceive, because sometimes we don't realize like how we're perceived, and it would be like a learning tool for me.
Okay, but it kind of goes back to like these celebrities or people that are Instagram famous. If you read all the comments, what that does to some people,
it would probably tear them up.
It would tear them, you know?
Yeah, but that's like
up.
constantly reading. Like, I don't know. I could constantly read comments.
Constantly hearing
But if I was,
shit about you.
Yeah,
But
if I was
this is
given
sitting, looking at
one sitting and then I'd be done. Yeah. Okay, then burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read it, then burn.
But I'm like, who the fuck wrote this? You're fucking liar, 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 liar.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Fuck
insecure
you.
motherfucker.
But if there's someone else's feelings and how they feel about you, I get it at some point you don't care. But like, okay, here's a perfect example. Today I went to the doctor, right? And last week I had gotten this bill from my doctor. It was $400 and something. And I called and I'm like, I gave you guys my insurance. And the lady's like, well, it's funny because the other bills got paid. It's just this one. And I said, well, here's what's funny. I'm not paying this bill. You have my insurance. So today when I went in, they were supposed to call me back. Today when I went in, the lady goes, oh, you're here, blah, blah, blah. I pay my money, my deductible. And I said, listen, I told her what happened last week. And I said, and no one ever called me back. Guess what? They called me back. When I left the doctor's office last week, I put my phone on silent and never turned it back on.
Oh my God.
So this whole week, my phone has been off and I didn't even realize it. I just think I'm that unpopular.
You didn't realize you had missed calls?
It never rang.
Wait, how long was your phone?
A week.
You can go a week with your phone turned off?
Who the fuck's calling me?
Wait, you didn't have to use your phone?
I used it.
Didn't you have missed calls or messages?
I had missed calls.
Wait, so what part was turned off?
The ringer.
Oh, so all of a sudden you went and looked.
I went and looked. Well, what triggered me? I was mad too, and I was like, I looked back and I was like, oh, okay, there is a missed call. I said at 9:00 in the morning. I go, do you realize that I work till 3:00 in the morning? She goes, we were unaware, and I was like, okay. So I sat back down. I did whatever. I went in the room, and when I went to have it's called an osteo something manipulation. She's moving like tendons and ligaments in my skull to make my head feel better because my migraines. Okay.
Oh wow.
So when she went to do that, I went to turn my phone on silent because I don't want to be interrupted. And as soon as I went to do it, I was like, oh fuck, it's already on silent from the last time I was here.
Oh my God.
My phone's always on silent.
My phone's
vibrate.
never on silent.
Holy shit. Really?
Never.
My phone is never, like, it's on silent right now.
Right.
Like,
well,
always.
when we sat down at the table, my phone made noise.
Yeah, I don't even know the last time I turned my phone on.
But the reason I said this is because if that lady wrote something in the book that I was rude to her. And then I had to go back. And
She's talking about the lady in the book.
I had to go back and apologize. Because when I left, I was like, oh, hey, I'm just such a dumbass. And she's like, what? And I go, my phone's been on silent since the last time I was here. And I go, I never even heard it ring. I apologize. My bad.
And you never look to see? Gosh, that's crazy.
The question is, did they figure that shit out? And
Yeah. No, they figured it out.
I feel like medical billing is so wrong.
It's fucking jacked. I know.
I know. You've got to like look it over yourself 10 times because they are always fucking up. Yeah.
Mine is just, I never get a bill because I pay the deductible and so I never see the bill. But when this bill came and it's a new doctor and then they're telling me my insurance is saying she's not part of your network. And I'm like, bitch, I found her on your fucking website. Don't tell me I clicked on my doctors. It opened up and it had a list of doctors I could go to and she was one of them. And now you're fucking telling me that you don't take her in. What? Yeah. Shut up. That's why I got mad at that lady too. I'm not calling her to apologize though.
I can't
fuck
stand
her.
Insurance. I'm so glad that's not my industry.
Yeah.
Like it's so negative. The whole insurance thing is all negative.
Yeah. I felt bad yelling at her, but I didn't.
Right?
It's all a ripoff.
No, the only time it was good, I'll tell you when it was good. And I can say this because it's past the statute of limitations. When I had freaking pregnant brain and I accidentally flooded my house and I added on like 10 grand more worth of shit that got destroyed and we had it added as a check. And I said, and you know what? I was very happy with that. I had no guilt
I was
whatsoever.
going to say, why would you? Fuck that.
Fuck. You know how much money we've put into insurance all these years? I'm like, I'm not even getting back 10% of all the shit I've given you.
Right.
Right. So I was like, oh, my leather jacket got ruined. This got ruined.
Yeah. All my furniture was ruined.
Ruined. You know?
Okay, I have more questions. Question 4. This is a 2-parter. Part 1 is that you're going to be able to live in whatever universe you wish. It could be the Marvel universe, Middle Earth, Harry Potter, whatever.
Oh.
It can also be this universe, but with any noticeable changes. Maybe you're a rock star, a famous actor, a multi-billionaire. What is the perfect world universe that you would want to live in? Part 2 is that in order to live in that world, another human must be sacrificed. You don't get to pick them. It will be a total random stranger.
Oh, a stranger?
Yes.
Oh, we're good.
They won't.
We good.
Sorry, listeners.
I mean, you know, if it would be a family member or something, yeah.
They won't be regenerated in the new world, and their loved ones will notice their absence and react as they normally would, but won't know that you're responsible for it. Also,
And I know the loved ones?
it doesn't say that. It just says their loved ones will notice. It doesn't say you will know them.
Because
also,
they're a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a minute. Also,
Okay.
This isn't pushing a button or flipping a switch. You actually have to do the dirty work and kill them yourself.
Ooh. Is it like The Purge? I mean, I got a few on there.
They're saying you can be whoever you want, whatever you want.
No.
But you have to kill a complete stranger.
I couldn't murder somebody. No.
Does it say how?
No.
Okay.
So we know who the worst one at the table is.
Well, I was just sitting here thinking the same like
I like
you.
The Purge,
I don't
so.
know them.
But you would kill somebody?
Maybe.
I couldn't kill somebody.
I plead the 5th.
Misty's like, what the fuck?
I'm like, fuck.
You know us, okay? We're not going to kill you.
Maybe.
I'm like, who am I sitting with? Fucking
I mean,
two
there's
people
never-
that would murder.
You never thought if you could get rid of somebody, like if it was The Purge, you wouldn't know who you'd go after? I mean, I do.
You know who you would kill. Okay,
No,
but
I couldn't.
I think that they're saying that this person is a stranger though, so you don't know this person.
So I'll just put something in their drink and walk away.
It's terrible.
Guys do it to girls all the time. What makes it any worse? Oh, I guess
Not to kill them.
I know.
That's like
You don't have
Wolfies.
to kill them with your bare hands. They just have to die.
Yeah, you gotta live
You should
with that.
see Misty's face right now. Like, oh my goodness.
You gotta live with that though.
How many
You would never get rid of that. Ever.
Think
I'd
about
be
the
a
things-
fucking rock star. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Think about all the shit that you've probably suppressed in your lifetime. You could suppress that shit. She's like dumbfounded right now.
face
She's
right
like,
now.
what the hell?
Yeah, because like, no, because you have to live. Fuck you. No, and I look terrible right now. Don't you dare.
I didn't take a picture. I want to though because your face is priceless right now.
No, I couldn't live with that.
You're such a kind soul.
I mean, like, okay,
An eye for an eye.
if we added memory erase to it, then I probably could. But to not be able to have to think about that for the rest of my life, no way. Memory erase.
You'd be having such a good time, you wouldn't even think about it.
Do you remember that movie? That movie with the memory erase? What was that? It was a good movie.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was so good. While Nikki's saying things,
Because I
I'm gonna
want
look
to
this up.
read you guys something. The girl who wrote these questions says, the cousin question and the question about eating the arm both tell something similar. People who say yes tend to be more logical thinkers because they peruse through dressing of the question and find that there isn't any moral downside to a yes, just more of an ick factor. Plus, they tend to be more adventurous types people who say they tend to have very strong sense of right and wrong because no matter what caveats you give them, they still hold to their beliefs. And the one about the book tells more about a person than any of the other questions. But interestingly, it is not what they answer that tells you, but what their reasoning tells you. That they are either incredibly insecure, either because they would read it, because they just have to know what was said about them, or because they wouldn't read it because they would not want to hear mean things, or incredibly confident because Either they would read it because they wouldn't care what it said, or because they wouldn't read it because it didn't make a difference to them. The sacrifice question tells you a lot about someone's ambition, and both answers can be positive. Someone will do anything to reach their desired outcome, or they have a super strong sense of morals.
Well, I guess I'm the confident one at the table.
Yeah, wait.
That's all I took from those.
Yeah, no, but I said something and it didn't show up on that.
What did you say?
I said I would want to read it to have life like constructive criticism, to like learn about myself.
Well, what they're saying is that if we would read it, it's because we're insecure.
But I don't think I'm insecure.
I don't think I'm insecure.
Exactly. I like, again, I would want to read it just for like
Growth.
Yeah. So what's that? That falls under. It's not really like the confident one.
But I think they're saying if you're already confident with who you are,
You don't care.
It doesn't matter
Right.
what's in that book because you're already confident in the person that you are. We've all had our own walks of lives and experienced different things, and we wouldn't be who we are without going through those things. And I know for my own personal, I've been through a lot of things, things that I'm not proud of, things that I'm like, oh, shit happens. But I love who I am today, regardless of
Everything that it took for you to get here.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks that I had to experience certain things and things that I would never repeat. But at the end of the day, it's made me who I am, and nobody can take that from me.
But see, I'm relaying with this because me reading the book after reading it would then be like,
You'd change the way you did things maybe, or said things.
like the next day, I'm going to be different after reading it. Like
Definitely.
everything we read or do, circumstance, blah, blah, makes us who we are today.
Okay.
And I feel like that would just be more knowledge for me to be better, better version. It
And
keeps
I
being
agree
better.
with this, and I agreed with you when you said
Yeah.
that. But with that being said, like, so not many people know this, but maybe I've said it before, and maybe I said it on this podcast. But when COVID happened, so I think we did, because you talked about me being a bitchy bartender, and I may have touched on this before. No, I'm not saying it in a bothersome way.
I didn't call you that though.
I
don't see you enough.
I absolutely.
But somebody said
I
that.
absolutely was a bitchy bartender.
I think you said it about yourself.
No, you said it to me.
No,
but it's okay wherever it came from. It doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me
Yeah,
because I own up to it. I was. But then when COVID happened, I was just like, I don't want to say I prayed to God, because I'm not really. I don't want to go into anything religious, but I'm not a big believer. I prayed, thought, whatever, whoever is up there, whatever. If I make it through this, I'm going to be a different person when this is done.
I remember
I'm
you
going to be
saying
more
that.
forgiving. I'm going to be more gracious. I'm going to act better at work. I'm going to be nicer to people. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I love that.
Now, gummies have helped me to do that. Just
But,
but
yeah.
it still happens.
Yeah.
I actually get customers that know me for a long time that are like, man, you're so much nicer now. You're just always smiling. You're always happy. And I'm just like, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, because I told myself that if I made it through that's what was going to happen.
So yeah, and I don't know who said that. I don't.
It doesn't matter.
No,
It's
no.
all over fucking Yelp.
But-
You guys read my Yelp reviews.
Oh, you have Yelp reviews?
Oh my God. Go to Old Town Saloon, read the Yelp
Oh
reviews.
shit.
Oh yeah.
I actually want to read them.
I'm a bitch.
But I
I'm
don't-
cracked out. I
But
do coke.
I don't go to Old Town enough to know how you were
No.
before and now.
I'm not saying
So
that you
to
said
me,
it came
you're
to
just-
you somewhere.
An efficient bartender.
Yes.
That you have longevity in the business.
Yes.
So I'm thinking to myself, if she's gonna wait on me, this is gonna be a legit drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fuck around.
That's how I would think of a person that's been in business a long
Yeah.
time, knows what they're doing. Yeah.
And I didn't take any offense to it, Misty, because I feel like I am a bitch. And I feel like I have changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know who did say that. I'm
I
wondering.
don't know. It doesn't, and that, to me, like, there's the book. I don't care who said it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was true, and I rectified the situation
Yeah.
because I wanted to, though, not because someone said it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So wait, let's rewind because then we're sacrificing. You two both will kill somebody. Okay.
Ambitious.
No, but this woman, she's putting these questions out on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. So in her mind, if you were the men and she's asking, if she wants a moral guy, she's not going to date you guys again. Do you know what I mean?
It said it's positive in both ways, though. It said either you're moral or you're willing to do whatever sacrifice it takes to get what you want.
I would prefer a moral person.
I mean, I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil, but if I have an option, a guaranteed you're going to get X, Y, and Z if you do this, and you don't even have to know the person and it doesn't tell you how. Like I said, I'm going to put something in your drink and walk away and not even see it happen.
But you're going to know you did that.
No, I'll put it out.
You don't know?
No.
See, I said
I'm
if I
with
have memory erase movie. You guys remember it was the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Yes.
see that.
Yeah.
She's younger.
Yeah.
Because it was an award winner. You got to watch it.
So I do have a question. We're, going back to the whole bar because you work there. What did you think the other night when we showed up?
I thought it was great. How did you get in the door?
I don't even remember.
Wait, why? We were supposed to come over?
No, because was there a line?
I don't
No.
think there was.
Okay.
No, but a girl was trying to get in, and Amber shut her down because she didn't have her ID. And she goes, you know what? That's my sister working at the bar, and you're not going to be allowed in.
That's right.
She was already feeling herself.
Yeah.
And the poor girl, she was trying so hard.
She was like, it's on my phone. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't.
And you know what? That guy wasn't going to let her in anyways.
wasn't.
But yeah. But she like vocalized, and that girl walked away.
Yeah, my bouncers do their fucking job, but because you stepped in, it probably made it a lot easier for him.
It did.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm
he didn't
saying.
even say anything.
Yeah,
She
because it's
said
like
it.
somebody's just walking in and she's like, sorry, girl, you're not going to get in.
They
Yeah.
do
You
it all the time. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like I have my ID on my phone. My ID's expired. Can you take this? I have my this. I have this with my picture on it. It's my student ID. I don't give a fuck. Do you understand what I'm telling you when I tell you have to have a valid state ID to come in the bar?
Well, now, Nikki, if I forgot my ID, I'd be like, go get my sister.
Yeah, but I know you. I would take that for you guys. Do you know what I'm saying? People that I know. There was a guy that I used to date, and we do not like each other, but he was with another group of friends, and I also am friends with his friends, and the one came in, he's like, so we're gonna call him Jeff. Jeff's outside. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, his wife doesn't have her ID, and I knew she was, and I'm like, okay, fine. I go tell them I said it was okay. I was being the bigger person.
Right.
They came in. The motherfucker didn't even thank me. Yeah, the friend did. He's like, thanks so much, Nikki. I'm like, okay, no big deal. But the guy that I used to date, like, didn't thank me, didn't order from me, didn't tip me. You know what I mean? It was like,
I'm surprised. Why would they want to go there then?
exactly.
Like,
I was just like, well, then fuck him next time he wants to fucking come in. He
Yeah,
just fucking
no,
go
I agree
back
with
where
that.
he fucking came from.
I agree with that.
I have another question for
Okay,
you guys.
these are good.
I know. These are some.
They're interesting.
They're interesting.
Well, I like that they then tell if you answer this
that
way.
one does, but some of them don't. Like this is just like now.
there
These
another
are just,
one?
Now these are just random questions.
Is there another one that tells if you
No.
answer? Oh man.
This one though, this one says, in the event of an apocalypse, would you rather face a ton of slow zombies or a few fast zombies?
Slow.
A ton of slow ones though,
Oh.
as opposed to like maybe just like 5 fast ones.
I'd be like, boom, 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 boom.
No, like I could get away from
the
all
slow
the slow
ones?
ones. I'm hoping.
But there's
I
a ton of
unless
them.
I'm-
They're everywhere. And
I
they're
know,
slow.
but well, I'm gonna be fast and hide from them all.
Okay. Can you get from the North Pole to the South Pole using only one kind of vehicle?
An airplane?
I don't know. I don't know that answer.
Wait, well, that's a dumb one.
Well, it's kind of weird because I've been watching. Have you been seeing this stuff on TikTok?
No, I don't watch TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now they're talking about, I can't remember if it was the North Pole or the South Pole. They said it. And I think these are people that believe the earth is flat. I'm not positive. but-
People still believe that.
Oh my God. There's still people that believe the earth
That's
is flat.
so crazy.
They're saying that there's video where you can show that it looks like it never ends. Okay. Like it's not like you're going around in a circle, but it looks like you're just going straight. I feel like they're probably going around in a circle. And that's where the world ends right there. And then there's nothing on the other side. And then you come up and here's like the South Pole. Like you're at the North Pole. It's like a wall. They called it the North Pole Wall or something. And basically, if you get over this wall, you're just going to fall into nothingness, I guess. I don't know. I don't believe that the earth is
People
flat.
have flown
So.
to the North Pole,
People have what?
like the Arctic. People have been there.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know.
So
Yeah.
I Googled
That's where
this.
like all the lights and stuff are. Remember the northern lights and everything? That's
travel,
like at the top.
Can you travel from the North Pole to the South Pole? Believe it or not, you can go to the North and South Poles in one trip. And then another one says, how do you drive from the North Pole to the South Pole? Pole to pole? Pole to pole is the ultimate electric vehicle expedition and a world first. Husband and wife explorers Chris and Julie Ramsey have successfully driven an all-electric Nissan Ariya from the 1823 magnetic North Pole on the frozen Arctic Ocean to the South Pole in Antarctica.
Yeah.
So it's been done.
How long did it take?
It doesn't say.
Oh. So I have, remember one of my questions? Okay. I got to put this out there. Because one of my questions, these are you guys have dating questions? Like just not these, but.
I don't really.
You have to.
I mean, I do. Like, what do you do?
It helps to weed it out because that is one of my questions is like, you know, asking somebody to go on a date and go, oh, so do you have a big family? You know, kind of you start with family. You don't go right in because that just is weird. You're like, oh yeah, like, oh, do you guys all get together for the holidays? Oh yeah, we do. And oh, do you like decorate for Christmas? And I'm so like adamant in knowing who I am and what I'll match with that if a guy's like, oh no, I hate putting lights up or I haven't put lights up in years. Oh, I used to do that when I was married. You know, when they're answering me like that, I've already shut them down. I want a guy that's festive and I want a guy that's like, yeah.
This goes back to the dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're like, and then I ask like, oh, when's the last time you dressed up for Halloween? What have you been? I like funny stuff. I love when a guy can be comical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I want you to mix it up because sometimes if you're just comedy, maybe one year you want to be scary. I get that. You know, that means you're creative. But I like creative. I like a guy who likes Halloween.
Wait. You just reminded me of something. You said funny. You were talking about costumes. I know.
Yeah.
But this reminded me. We all like funny guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Is it annoying to you when everything is a joke?
That would be annoying, yeah.
Like he's just funny all the time, and I'm not meaning.
I
like,
get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
hung out with a
nothing
guy like that.
serious. I hung out with a guy like that too, and I couldn't fucking stand it. I like a funny guy, but because I like a smart guy too, it was like not everything is a joke, dude. Not everything.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's almost like when they're that way, they're covering up some insecurities.
Yeah.
Like it's like okay.
It's a thin line, I'm telling you, ladies.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thin line. You got to figure out where that line is, and that goes with a lot of different topics. It's a
like
fine
telling
line.
him like, hey, look, I'm serious now. Like, put the jokes
I
aside.
don't fucking tell you how to be.
I did this with that guy though, and he just couldn't. And that was the last time I saw him because I was just like, I can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that all the time.
Yeah,
no, you have to be able to have serious conversations once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, but after you have the serious conversation. I don't want to be heavy afterwards. I hope we can like get it out and then like have great sex or laugh it off. You know what I mean? Like right. I don't want you to like, oh my God, you're going to be mad at me for 2 days.
Oh my God, get over your fucking shit. I can't stand that. Move on.
Move on. Yeah. I don't like holding grudges and like, Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Like one thing about my husband when we were married, like if we'd get in a little tiff or something, I'd be like, I'm sleeping on the couch. Maybe 10 minutes later, he's like, he'd grab my blanket. He's like, get your ass in the fucking bed. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And he would never let me stay mad at him. And I'd be like, And he's like, bend over.
I'm like your husband.
Like, okay, daddy.
No, Ken was more like you. I'm like your husband. Like, I would be sad. I'd be laying in bed. I'm like, oh, that damn stubborn ass. He's going to lay on the couch.
Yeah.
So I'd wake up 2 a.m, go nudge him, and he'd be like halfway asleep, walk him to the bed. He's like, I'm still mad at you.
Like, cool, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's okay, lay down. I just want to cuddle. I need a warm body.
Yeah, I think I let my husband, I think he tried to do that way less than I did. So it was, I think, I'm like, cool, fucking sleep out there then. But he always ended up in the bed. That wasn't his type.
I hate sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
No, couch sucks.
Yeah, I never slept on the couch. My ex always slept on the couch.
Yeah, like a guy should sleep on the couch.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
when you're trying to prove a point, you're like, I'm not sleeping in here with you.
Well, I get that, but like, I'm not sleeping in here with you, so that means you're sleeping out on the fucking couch.
My husband would be like, yeah, fucking right. I pay this fucking.
I pay for this shit.
I pay for this shit.
Okay. This was an interesting one right here. This is a a gentleman who just got married, and if this isn't a joke or a question, he is saying that his new wife has crippling debt. He said he's not gonna lie. Had I known this, I wouldn't have even thought marriage was an option.
Why don't you talk finances first?
How should I approach this? We're filing with the court later today. If that makes a difference, maybe he's getting divorced. I don't know.
Bankruptcy.
News was broken. She left in a firestorm, broke a lot of things, and was telling me things like she plans to sue me for wasting her time, pain, and suffering. Okay, he's not gonna file with the court. This is shit on like Reddit. So I think we all are in the same boat with this one, though, like when it comes to finances, right? You're not.
You know, if I'm with somebody and maybe we didn't talk finances, but like we're doing all the same things and like, you know, we're both paying or whatever it may be. And then we get married and they're like, fuck, now all these credit card bills. I'm like, well, how are you paying those before? Like, debt's debt. It's going to be there. We could die tomorrow.
Right.
I mean.
Right.
It is what it is. But if we're already married, I married you for a reason. So I'd be like, okay, well, let's just start paying them. It is what it is. Or you fucking file bankruptcy. I don't know. If it's that bad. But how bad, you know what I mean? Like, how bad is it?
He said $120,000.
So, like, is this kind of like similar, like, let's say you're married and then you end up finding out he's a gambler?
Ooh.
Like
how would you not know that before, though?
No, some guys, they turn to that after. Like, they don't, you know,
so
they begin gambling. Sometimes it's a vice, right? And so they're going through something internally. They start stopping at the casino. Then they're getting their little fix. And just it keeps going and going, you know?
So that actually reminds me of my friend that I was talking to, whatever. He was a little bit younger. And he, as I was getting to know him, he told me he had an issue. But he's like, I haven't gambled in a year, da-da-da. Well, then for
he
work,
had a gambling issue?
He had a gambling issue. And then, but he made, right? $10,000 to $15,000 a month in his job. So he could afford to do that. Right. So anyways, I didn't really let that bother me because I'm like, okay, he makes great money anyways. So like, I knew how, like he went away for work and they put him in a hotel where there was a casino. And he's like, calls me one night. He's like, fuck, I just lost $1,500. I'm like, what are you doing? Like you said you hadn't gambled in a year. He's like, I know, but whatever, you know? Well, I ended up started dating somebody, and I blocked this person, and come to find out on New Year's, he had passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed away on Christmas, and I never I wasn't in love with him. So I was just more shocked that could have been something. And I'm like, God saved me. You know, because the whole gambling thing didn't scare me, but he was he was immature in some aspects, so it never went further.
How did he die?
From what I understand, his appendix burst.
Oh, okay.
And
so it's like natural causes. Type
yeah,
thing.
natural. Yeah. 33, great looking guy. He looked fit. You know what I mean? But you just don't know, and so. I saw that on social media and I was like, what the fuck? Like I found out on New Year's and I didn't share that. I was at my best friend's house and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, dude, like, cause she had met him, you know? And I'm just like, this is fucking crazy. And obviously like losing Russ, I
was just going to ask you, like, you've lost your husband. So like what, see now here, I feel like I'm so different. So I lost my mom. Misty lost her mom. We know this.
Yeah.
I lost my brother. I don't get weirded out by death. Someone will die and I'll be like, okay, that person died. I don't.
Yes. No. It does. I feel like you. I've had so much death in my life that I'm like getting desensitized.
Right. It's trauma in the way we had to deal with it in those traumatic. That's what I think it is. So
I guess what Nikki's saying is she's surprised because of what you went through.
Like, why did it affect you so deeply?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or unless it was a trigger. It could have been trigger.
I think it was more of like, okay, God saves me because I don't know if I was to fall in love with somebody again. And then that happened within a few months.
We had talked about this person, right?
I think I
did.
did share with you guys. So it was just kind of like it did kind of bring back, like, fuck, life. It was a reminder that life is short and you need to be happy. For me, like, I didn't cry. But it was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I just talked to him a few weeks ago.
I think what it is it reminds you of your own mortality. It
does. And so another death that hit me this last year was right after my camping trip in July. My husband's best friend died, and that was really hard. And then my best friend's brother died 2 years ago, March 1st. And both of those losses, like, when you find out, it's crippling. But I know how the death of my husband affected me. Like, my hair was falling out. Like, I got really skinny, like, just different things. And so I cry it out. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, and I have to fucking put that in a compartment, not to let that come back out, because I don't want to go through what it does to my body, the trauma. And so it's just like shoving it away. And so then when I had this one that wasn't very close to me. But I don't feel like that's good
for you either. I don't know.
Life is life, and we're going to die.
No, we are. But if you just like you said, shove it over here in a box, like, I don't know. What does that mean? Is it going to come up later and you have to deal with it? Is it going to be something that, like, you're going to squish a fly on the table right now and all of a sudden bust out in tears because you didn't cry over the, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I don't know. But then, like, seasonal depression, right? Like,
right.
Thank
God, the sun is out until 7:00 now.
Thank you, Jesus. But so maybe when I do have the seasonal depression, that's when I I feel things. And then I'm like, okay, suck it up. You go through that for a couple days or a week or whatever it may be. And then you just have to move forward, because the time doesn't fucking stop for none of us.
Right.
You could die. I could die. If I die tomorrow, I hope to God that everybody is like, you know what? Amber did what made her happy. She did what she wanted to do. She was XYZ or whatever, and not be sad and celebrate the life that I did live if I was to die, because life is too short. And that's one thing that I've learned. You guys learned that earlier on with your mothers, but I didn't realize that till I lost Russ.
I've definitely lived my life so adventurous, and I'm sure it's because of my losses early on. Yeah. So I try to just live as much life as possible and have no regrets, and I don't hold on to grudges. Like, because I just am so aware. And I'm also aware, when I said desensitize. So I'm at this point where it's like, and it's really sad, because obviously there's a lot of people I care about, but I honestly think I probably won't feel sad unless it was like my children now. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I lost the closest thing to me, like, other than my kids, like, nobody else is going to be that big of a deal. I mean, that's so sad, right?
No,
but I was like desensitized. Yeah.
I think that all the time. My Tia and my son, and probably Roger, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It is crazy. And animals can.
Yeah. Roger, and he's my dog, you guys.
Yeah. Because when I lost Croy, that was hard on me, almost the same, because that was Ken's dog.
Yeah.
And Croy felt that Ken passed. Croy was losing weight. He wasn't eating. He was laying by the door. He was laying by Ken's boots. And wasn't even aware, because I was still in shock. It was my friend, who's a wildlife biologist, who came to stay with me to, comfort.
Now, did the dog die of loneliness?
So, this is what's so weird, is that she came and she goes, Misty, she goes, I'm going to have to hand feed Croy. Like, did you notice how much weight he's losing? I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware. And of his sadness. How crazy how animals feel like that, right? But that was his master. And so she hand fed, brought him back. Well, he ended up, dude, it was like Christmas Eve, and Croy's always in the mix of us. And we had friends over doing karaoke, and he was nowhere to be found. He lost his legs in the back.
I remember seeing this. You posted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is common. In French bulldogs, and wiener dogs, ones that have like a heavier body, shorter legs. So I thought, oh, fuck, I got one of those. But I do think that the loneliness and the sadness contributed to the sickness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because, you know,
animals feel.
just like you said, your hair fell out.
Yeah.
See, I feel like had Ken never passed, I don't think that would happen to Croy. I don't think Croy would have been in a wheelchair. I think it was part of his not eating, the malnutrition, and a lot of these things that got him to that place.
And I'm going to tell you, it definitely is true because my mom had a dog. We raised Cocker Spaniels. And she had, PJ was her name, and that was my mom's dog. Like, my mom gave the dog fucking coffee out of her fucking coffee cup and then drank after her.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my
my
God.
mom made the dogs dollar-sized fucking pancakes, cut them up, and put syrup on them Sunday morning for breakfast.
Oh, so yummy.
My mom, that was her fucking dog. My mom died 2 months later. PJ died, and the vet told my stepdad that the PJ died of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a lot of spouses,
Yeah.
a lot of this happens, you know, with people that have marriages a long time,
Yeah.
which we know.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
for me, losing Russ was very traumatic, and I don't ever want to feel that way again. I have said,
My God forbid I ever feel that way.
and I
again.
think that's another scary thing about dating. And like,
I was just going to say, do you think that's why you date the way you date, though? Like, that you don't... See,
I
I've never lost a
self-sabotage
spouse,
relationships,
though,
of
but I
course.
still do the same thing.
no, I mean, I do think that it is that way because I don't ever want to feel that way again. Like, if something was to happen to my kids, like, I'm going. I'm going. Bye.
You know what? You should do therapy. I'm serious because I self-sabotaged my last relationship because of that. I feel you.
Yeah.
Like I was falling really deep and I thought to myself, oh, fuck no. I'm not going to have a love and loss. Like, so I was not even knowing I was doing it.
Right.
But therapy brought out so much stuff about myself. You know what I mean? I know like this is therapy, but sometimes when you're talking to somebody that has that true knowledge.
Or that doesn't even know you at all.
Yeah. Or they can tell you about what their other clients has done that's been successful. You know what I mean?
I think the thing that scares me about therapy is that it's going to go a lot deeper than just
Well, it
the
does.
traumatic loss.
But you need to. And I never did therapy my whole life. Hello, I lost my mom when I was 13. I should have went to fucking therapy in high school.
Yeah.
And, and here it is. I'm like hitting 50 and now I'm doing therapy like dumbass.
Yeah.
I would be so much healthier. Honestly, had I done therapy back then, but then everything happens for a reason,
It
right? I
does.
probably wouldn't have dated my kid's dad of who he was. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I would have been a different person.
Right.
Right.
Right? But here I have my Tatum and Jackson, you know?
Right.
Life, I feel that we are
so
honestly where we are supposed to be at this very moment.
Everything happens for a reason.
It does.
That's my
I mean, look
tattoo.
at
It's Ecclesiastes.
we got brought together, and who knew? I mean, I didn't know that you had lost your mom. I mean, I knew about your husband, but like, we're all here,
Right.
You know,
And we all share some of the same traumas, too, which is like, that's, you know, Misty and I share our mom. You and Misty share losing a husband.
yeah.
I
mean,
just try to kill mine, that's all.
See, we already know Nikki's a murderer.
I mean, if I could just slip something in the motherfucker's drink this whole time.
She goes, why did this question just say my ex?
Right.
There would have been no hesitation.
yeah. So I mean, I think we are where we're supposed to be. You know, I don't know. I'm okay with where I'm at in life and who's supposed to be in my life. I have great friends, and I probably get more from my female relationships and my friends than I do a man.
I just want to say that I'm happy for you, and I feel like you and I are a lot alike. I feel like the older you get, like with myself, you're gonna start like, I don't want to say questioning it because I'm happy, I'm good, I'm glad, I know like whatever brought me here. But at the same time, I'm starting to like question all those things now too. Like, fuck, where am I going? What am I doing? How, am I going to stay happy? How am I going to live? How am I going to do this? How am I going to eat? Am I going to live in a cardboard box? The world's fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. The world has gone mad.
Okay, speaking of, because we didn't do really a news story to begin with,
No.
but this so relates. I just saw that somebody posted this. They did a yard sale in town, and this is happening. So this is like PSA, right?
Yeah.
They did a yard sale. The people, what they're doing right now, and you got to watch this too, Nick. They're coming and they only have a 20.
Yeah.
and they're buying something and getting change back. She went to deposit all the 20s. They're all counterfeit.
We had a counterfeit 20 a couple of weeks ago, and I told the owner, I said, it looked real. She showed.
Do you have the pin at work?
We do.
Yeah.
It passed the pin test.
It passed the pin
He
test?
says the only way that you can tell is the 20s have like almost ridges on them in a certain spot. He showed me the spot on the bill, and the ones that the fake ones don't have those ridges.
Well, the ridges are usually on the jacket, on the coat jacket of the president.
It's not on the coat jacket.
Oh.
I can't remember where the hell he showed it to me. It was to the side of one of it, like next to the circle of it was like somewhere. If I had a $20 bill, I'd pull it out and show you guys. But it wasn't his coat jacket. I don't think that's where he showed me. I feel like it was on the outside of where the face was on the outside. But yeah, and I said, now we got to watch, because that's how this
is happening.
This is how they're testing us.
What do you mean?
They're coming in and seeing, okay, is this 120 going to pass? Okay,
Yes.
Then next week I'm going to come in and bring 320s.
So somebody
420s.
commented and said, holy shit, this just happened to my daughter at her yard sale. So they're wherever cash is exchanged,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
They're doing it. And I was like, are you kidding? Like in this day and age, so everybody's like, what the hell is this world coming to? Like, I thought we were beyond this already. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's like, and I think because we use less cash too.
Yeah.
We use more cards, Venmos, you know what I mean? So people aren't even looking at bills anymore. You know what I mean? Because you rarely get them. So you're like, oh.
We do, but we don't, unless it's 100 or 50,
No, I think.
But now
20s.
now it's all of them. Now we have to do all of them because of this.
Yeah.
I used to pass counterfeit money, you guys.
What?
I was a bad girl.
Wait, you had counterfeit?
She also would kill someone. Just remember that.
I did a lot of bad things.
Wait.
Before
Did
kids.
you make it?
No, but I knew the people that did.
Yeah, you're daring. Like I know people will take. I think we had this conversation. Did we have this? I think we did. What did Amber and I talk about the other night?
I'd be scared. We were scared to.
Like people will take cocaine on.
I'd be like, drugs. I'm not getting sniffed out.
Yeah, we had this conversation. I would be afraid to do that.
I've done that too, and
although
I
I carried my late husband's ashes on a plane,
and they're like, "Excuse
and
me,
you're
what
not
is this?"
supposed
And I was
to.
like, I'm going to Hawaii, and I wanted to release some of his ashes, and they let me go through with them. They did, yeah. It was. I didn't know.
They did. That was nice of them.
They let me.
They should have confiscated.
Come on, you're
That's
gonna take
against
my
the law.
husband's ashes, you motherfucker.
I did. Okay, so Nikki,
I think they give them back, but
they do.
Yeah, they let me.
I mean, I think they'd get.
all they do.
I think they'd give them back, but you're not gonna let you take them. So how I did mine was you can buy these fake tampons, and it's actually for alcohol to go to concerts and shit. Yeah, I put it in a fake
that's
tampon. It's in my suitcase. I check it in. So if they randomly go through it, like especially most of these people are dudes.
Mine was
They come across tampons.
Didn't want to
They're not like touching the tampon.
Yeah, I was
Not
like,
touching
I'm
that.
not gonna send my husband's ashes. I don't know.
It was
It's just
a
weird
carry-on.
how we deal with things. Now I'm like, I told the girls, I said, if something happens to me, like, put my ashes in, like, make something pretty. Don't have me just in an urn. Like, release my ashes, make something pretty, get a tattoo, whatever. I don't even care.
Glass things that you can put the ashes in.
I did that for the first family. I separated.
They make those glass things that you can put the ashes in.
I did that for the first family. I separated, which I'm so grateful for my ex because he came into my life for a reason because my husband passed September and then that Christmas, right? So I got his ashes and I wanted to put him, but I fucking lost it because I was trying to do it. It's very hard to fill those little necklaces. It's so hard.
This is a company that does it.
It's so weird.
Oh no, I ordered the necklaces and then
I wouldn't be doing that.
oh, but he helped me. He helped me to do it, and
Isn't
I
it
was
so
shaking
weird what ashes
and
look
crying. And he's like, "We got this. Come on."
Yeah,
and
it's
we're just
weird.
filling them
I
up,
don't know.
and
I don't know. Anyways.
it is so weird. There's like colors in there.
something else I found out when I did pick them up.
Okay, so you know what? Something else I found out. I know it turned to grief again, but something else I found out when I did pick them up, which I kind of like this. The guy, it's a box he hands you, and he handed me the box, and he goes, like, I can tell he's like, your husband was really athletic, huh? Man. And I go, yeah, he was. He's like, I can tell he lifted. He was a strong man. And he goes, because this box is heavier than most.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's so interesting.
Right.
That means his bone density and stuff.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. And I was like, the fact that he's done for 25 years, he knows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this wasn't a fat person. This was, you know what I mean? Like, that was weird to me.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, he was. You know?
And back to the money laundering.
Yes, I
There's a show.
love that
It used to be on
show.
ABC. It's on Netflix now. It's called Good Girls. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If I didn't have
course you do.
kids,
But that
I
was-
would have been in prison.
Yeah, no, but
okay?
that,
Dead or
it
in
was,
prison.
it was a good show. But that was different.
She got, yeah.
No, but they didn't do counter. What they do on that? It wasn't
That guy
counterfeit.
was
Yeah, they were making money.
Oh, they were making the money.
Yeah.
It was counterfeit.
I watched some of it.
It's been
I
a
watched
while
some of it.
since
I
I-
never really got fully into
Claws.
it.
Have
Yeah.
you ever watched Claws? You would like Claws. Because they laundered in that one too.
Oh, yes. Claus.
Claus,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was thinking of Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. No,
I think
no.
That's what I was.
we
What,
talked
that one
about
funny
a lot
girl.
of different things. And
Woo!
all right.
Yeah, we went off the rails.
I know. I want to do. I know you guys don't like it. I like the heat wave.
Go ahead. You can do your heated wave. We're not stopping you.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yes,
say
we did.
I'm on my wave first.
And I
My
totally
wave is
flaked on
after-
Nikki the next day.
Yes.
And then
And
I
that was
flaked on
fun.
her the next day.
And
'cause
she
I
can't
was
say I don't fight her
hungover.
anywhere.
But
I can.
I didn't even eat this weekend.
Yeah.
so.
She flaked on me the next day.
I ate a little, like a couple little.
And we had good
doggy
food.
nachos,
You
but-
should have dabbled in our food. Shout out to the Miller Boys. Pressbox has really good food now. If people don't know this, shout out to the Miller Boys. Pressbox has really good food now. It used to be really fried bar
Yeah, it was
like,
decent.
you know, when they first opened, but they've
Doggy
switched their
nachos.
menu and it's really good
Yeah.
food.
No, it was fun.
Yeah,
I had a
their
good
steak
time
bites
with you.
are amazing. The ahi nacho. Yeah,
Sorry, I
good
flaked
stuff.
out on you, and I flaked on my other friend.
I know. I was making them.
Well, she does
I should have
shooters.
stuck to the beer.
I know. I was making them.
Shit.
I was making them. Make us something good. Nikki, make us something good.
Just something good that we want.
And then Autumn came up. Make me three
I
shooters.
did. I
me
was
and the girls.
responsible when
And
I
was
called
like, oh
Michaela.
my
She
God.
was very irritated with
driving you
me,
off?
but
I know. But do you
mad.
remember this? You said, you go,
Yeah, her daughter got mad.
no, she goes, where's Autumn? And I go, I don't know. She goes, I'm going to go over and hump on her leg real quick and try and get her wife to be all jealous. This is what you said. And I was like, I go like this. I go, that is not a good idea because Autumn's sister is here who is Autumn's
Oh my
wife's best
God.
friend. I was like, and
I guess
Autumn's wife, her cousin is here and her cousin's friends. And I just,
You were
I-
saying this?
Yeah, I pictured her going over and
And
like,
why were you more drunk than me? You were because you didn't eat.
I pictured her going over
Yeah.
and dry
Hey,
humping on
I'm
Autumn,
just
and then
a
I
good
pictured
time.
Autumn's
I
sister
do
and
not
Tina's
like
cousins
girls.
just jumping and beating her up.
yeah, I'm just friendly.
She's good time,
No,
Amber.
I know you didn't mean anything by it. But then Tina was like, I told her this today, and she's like, oh no. Tina's all quiet. She's like, oh no. She goes, that wouldn't have been a good idea. She
Yeah.
goes, but I
Why
already-
did you tell her?
She goes, because it was funny, and she already knew her. I go,
Okay.
and then I tried to, after I was thinking about it, I'm like, she had already met you, and Tina's like, yeah, I brought Michael over, remember? And even when she met you, you're like, oh, you're Autumn's wife. She goes,
Oh, my
yeah, you
goodness.
met me.
Yeah,
You're like,
good
oh yeah, you have the
times,
little
but-
kid.
I
You
even.
guys picked up on random men.
Oh my goodness, yeah, good times, but.
And you guys picked up on random men there at the bar. Really, the Israel was very nice.
Very nice
He
guy.
was very nice. He was.
Yeah.
Not
Not my type at all. But hey, I like making friends.
Yeah, friends are good.
Yeah.
So I see this spawned conversation. Okay, so I'll tell my heat.
Sorry.
No. This is good.
What's
I
your
like
heat?
it. No, so my heat is just actually like I feel that when I said, God, my friend posted that they had these like counterfeit 20s. I do feel like we, like as a society, we went through COVID. You said for yourself, like, man, I'm going to be a better person. Like we've gone through this shit. I'm just surprised, like we had
that more people aren't trying to be good people.
Yeah, like I feel like we had a moment where people were all going to be better, and then we're going backwards.
Yes, I feel like it. People like us, it was a reflection to look back and go, oh my God, I could do better. Like this is a sign, like I need to do better. I need to be better. This is my time. But then there are people on the other flip side of it, a lot of them that are just like, they don't care. They're rude. They're stealing. This is why the world, like I just said, the world's gone crazy. It's gone mad. It's these people. It's the people that are making the counterfeit. It's the people that are going to, they're going to bash into your car in the parking lot and not leave a note. They're going to push you down in a parking lot and not care and steal your purse. Those are the people I'm talking about that are making the world fucked up. And now, for some reason, there's like more of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what COVID did to, like, I guess I'm not going to say that they had COVID, but that era, the COVID era, it either made you a better person or you went the other way.
Yeah. Which is so true. And in life, right?
Yeah.
Everything we go through, we could either say, hey, lesson learned, I'm going to be better from it, or we can turn to the dark, right?
Right.
And we can,
But I think it's easy for them to turn to the dark now because there's really, the consequences have kind of went out the window with a lot of things.
Well, that is true because of the mere fact that somebody told me, oh, wait, I want to bring this up really quick and then we'll end. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're okay.
But where were we at? Maybe I was with you, Amber. I don't know. But I was with when we're talking about the correctional places. And do you know that Ozempic, yes, they can get free Ozempic in the prisons. That's crazy. You can get boob jobs. You can get your sex change. In fact, whatever you could get on the outside, they are giving to you on the inside. So if you had cable TV, so I was thinking, well, why the fuck would people not want to do wrong? They're actually going into a great place.
Right.
What the fuck? Like if I'm like, wait, I could do this one small act and I might serve 2 years. But during the 2 years, I can get a boob job, Ozempic, blah, 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 blah.
They even make it to jail.
What
Most
the fuck?
of these people aren't even making it to jail.
I know, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it made me go, people really aren't in fear to get incarcerated anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's like a
vacation.
happy place in there. Shit.
I mean, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on inside, though. I mean, it's not all
That
Fun and
tripped
games.
me
Yeah, it's
out.
not.
No, that is crazy. I still don't want to be in there. I don't want to date anyone in there. I don't want to go there.
Same.
I'm gay for the stay.
I'm still good.
I'm just joking.
No, I'm like same. That just floored me though, because I'm like, wait, my tax dollars are paying for all this shit.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so
That's gonna
irritating.
make me want to go off on the whole other shit going on in our country. But anyway,
Well,
That's another
save that
another
for
pod.
another podcast.
Another pod,
I
yeah.
don't even know if we should talk about that stuff.
Probably not.
Hey, on a light note, Bitcoin's up if you have some.
Hey, I know I have cryptos. I got currency.
I love crypto right now.
I got nothing.
Well, we might have to get you some.
Yeah, I got a couple different ones just to, if it turns into something great.
Yeah,
if
that's
not,
a wave
whatever.
too. Wave.
So, but anyways, so that was your heat and wave.
That was it.
She said that was.
And no, if you guys want to do, if you don't,
I got
then we can
nothing.
Roger that.
I mean, I guess my heat and wave is that I'm going to the gym, and
That's both
my-
heat and wave,
Right. She said my heat and wave
My heat
together.
and
She's
wave.
sore right now. Amber can't even sit down.
Oh my god,
She's struggling.
My friend worked me really good today, so
Her quote unquote friend.
yes, he's
Worked
just
at the
my
gym.
Oh,
friend.
baby, you.
Got
Got what I need. And you say you're just a friend.
But you say he's just a friend.
Oh, baby, you.
No, he
was
is
good.
only my friend.
I know.
right now. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. He's just my friend.
Okay. That's all you had to say.
Yeah,
Did you
that's all I
have
was
more
saying.
to go to your heat and wave there, ma'am?
No, just that my fucking thighs hurt.
She's like, my friend. She said, my thighs hurt. Worked me.
I know.
I mean, it's all sexual
Oh, I
sounding,
know.
but it's all
Oh, I
gym
know.
related.
It's all gym related, trust me.
That's funny though.
Anyway,
Roger that.
Roger that.